right, people, there is something seriously wrong with our political system all across the West. Whichever country you look at is falling apart. And a lot of that comes from misplaced idealism. Have a look at this. So yesterday, on a working day, Thursday, school kids came out to shout obscenities at Pauline Hanson. And they call themselves socialists. Yeah? How predictable. Have a look at this. Oh, by the way, before I go into that, look at this. So this is how News Corp Australia portrayed this. Say no to Hanson. Thousands of student protesters rally across country to condemn racist one nation policies, when in reality, they use this image from 2022 Anti-Australia Day rally. This one. So why did they do it? And this is News Corp Australia, which is Rupert Murdoch's media empire, which also includes Sky News, which is a big supporter of Pauline Hanson. So what are they doing? Are they speaking from both sides of their mouth? Is that how the mainstream media works? Maybe it does. I don't know. But anyway, let me show you some hilarious video clips from anti-Pauline Hanson rally. Check out these losers. Actually, let me start with a better one. This is the best one. This happened in South Australia. Have a look at it. I might have to turn the music off because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But check this out.
With the losers, okay, I'm out the front of Parliament House with the losers who don't want to be at school today and are protesting against capitalism, and they're saying, Pauline Hanson, look, that's all they can do.
Look how misogynist they are. I remember when Hillary ran for president, everyone, well, actually, most of the left was voting for her because they just wanted a female president. We've already had a first female Prime Minister in Australia, Julia Gillard, and that was the golden age of feminism and women were rising everywhere. And look, to be honest, I didn't mind it either. I'm an equalist as well. But look at that, 15 years later or 10 years later, look at that. The left is actively crapping on a woman who's a self-made woman. Pauline Hanson is a self-made woman. So at the end of the day, I guess it's not about gender, yeah? It's about your policies. So if you hate someone's policies, you are allowed to not like them. But where were they 10 years ago? They were saying, oh, believe every woman. If it's a woman, that's it. Barack Obama is a black man. Therefore, it doesn't matter what he says. Just vote him. Just vote for him. That's what we always said. But anyway, have a look at these losers. I have to turn this music off. Can't play the music.
Who are now promoting socialism, who don't want to protect South Australia or Australia's social mores and values. An extraordinarily small bunch of total losers. Have a look. This is the future that the socialists are. I'm just going to go down there and take it out. It's Sarah Hanson, young wannabe.
Look at that. What's wrong with it? So.
Why aren't you chanting? Why aren't you chanting? No, you're not chanting. You're not joining in. Yeah, that's the way. That's it.
F. Pauline Hanson. Corey Bernardi too.
Oh, I finally hit this button.
Look at it. Look at it. Is that a woman? I don't know, actually.
Tony! It's a
So this is it, guys. This is it. These are the people. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that was South Australia. Have a look at this. This was Melbourne. Look at them. Look at them.
I'm at the students' protest against Pauline Hanson. Let's hear what they have to say.
Do you guys, what would you do if Pauline Hanson were here today?
I would fucking, I'd shoot her. I would fucking run and fly. It's like, fill the fuck up! Kill her!
Where is all of this rage coming from? This hatred, this violence, where's that coming from? What have we done? Where did we go wrong? Because we know where we went wrong. Have a look at this video. I remember there was a professor who was saying, Hamas is a progressive movement or an organization. Check this out.
Understanding Hamas, Hezbollah as social movements that are progressive, that are on the left, that are part of...
Hamas and Hezbollah are leftist, socialist, progressive movements. That's what we've been telling our kids. She's a professor at one of the Ivy League universities, but this is what our academics have been brainwashing our kids with.
Of a global left is extremely, I think, understanding Hamas, Hezbollah as social movements that are progressive, that are on the left, that are part of a global left, is extremely important. That does not stop us from being critical of certain dimensions of both movements. It doesn't stop those of us who are interested in nonviolent politics from raising the question of.
Then they believe in nonviolent politics, yet they align with Hamas and Hezbollah. Hamas and Hezbollah. So this is just an eyewash. This is just so they don't get in trouble. Where they say, "Oh, you know, we don't agree with violence, but we're huge fans of Al Qaeda." By the way, Al Qaeda made a good point. What is America doing in the Middle East? Yeah, they should not have bases over there. So we don't agree with them flying planes into buildings. We don't agree with it, but they have a point. That's the reason why our next generation is as retarded as this.
Kill the fuck up! Kill her! Kill her! Boo, boo, boo. I don't even slap the shit out of that fucking bitch! Fucking grab her by the head! Eat that shit! Fuck Pauline Hanson! Eat my ass! Eat my ass!
Aston, do you believe that Pauline Hanson is a fascist?
Oh, well, 100%.
What do you think the punishment for that fascism should be?
I'll bring back the guillotine, I think.
What? Guillotine?
I'll bring back the guillotine, I think.
What did he say? I didn't get it.
I'll bring back the guillotine, I think.
Bring out the guillotine. Wow.
Isn't that a bit ironic?
Yeah.
That she's a fascist, but you're the one who wants to kill your political enemies?
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely ironic.
So would that make you a fascist?
Possibly.
Were you encouraged by your teachers or anyone to skip school today to come to the protest?
Oh my goodness! What is this?
Listen, okay, not in a legal sense. They didn't directly encourage it, but they did not discourage it. Oh no, you're sick. God, it's so unfortunate. A whole class is unwell. No class today.
But they were happy for you to go?
Oh, very much. I got a lovely note from my music teacher saying, "Oh, thank you. I'm assuming everyone who's not here is at the protest. Love you guys, and work extra hard for me."
Yeah, I came out here. It was pretty fun.
So you're just here to skip school?
Yeah, I guess.
Look at them. These 200 loser kids with colored hair, they're going to bring about a socialist revolution. By the way, guys, I used to think that communism is dead. We defeated it in the second part of the last century, and they are probably not going to come back because the world might say that we have killed hundreds of millions of people in a failed experiment. Maybe we should move on. But guess what? They're coming back. And obviously with the rise of Mamdani and the rise of the democratic socialist wing in the Democratic Party is making a lot of people worried all around the world that maybe we thought that we were done with communism, but communism might not be done with us. So I dug a little bit more into it because I didn't used to pay attention. I was like, okay, you know what? I got to look at weird progressive values like wokeism and Islamism. These two things are the biggest internal threats to Western civilization. But no, wokes and progressives, they have another side as well. So as I dug further into it, so there are three types of modern neo-Marxists walking around amongst us, okay? Number one, they call themselves socialist democrats, okay? So they have inspirations to turn a quasi-socialist and democratic state, where the state runs on democracy, but it also heavily gets involved in public affairs. For example, they give you free universal healthcare, they give you free education, they don't let the capitalists exploit the working class. So, you know, big bureaucracy, but they only go so far. They don't acquire a means of production. Okay, so they are socialist democrats. So the best example would be Norway, Sweden, those countries. So they're not quiet socialist. Okay, they just stop. They just stop midway. Then after that come the democratic socialists. Now these are Mamdani's, AOC, what they say we will use democracy to go all the way to socialism, where the end goal is to acquire means of production. So basically, no private property. They control everything, big government, but they say that we will do it democratically, slowly. We will transform a exploitative capitalist society, and we'll transform that into a socialist utopia, which they always promise. Obviously, we don't believe that. We believe that I actually genuinely don't think that you can even get there. You will run into a roadblock. How are you going to take care of public debt? What are you going to do with that? How are you going to acquire means of production? What are you going to do? You're going to take over fields from ordinary farmers? It just cannot happen, or it cannot happen peacefully, by the way. So there's no such thing as democratic socialism, but that's what they believe in. But there's another side, the most ugliest side of all, which is where they call themselves Leninist Marxists. So they are pure communists. They want to bring back the Politburo, and they don't even pretend. They say that, well, I actually agree with them. You cannot build a socialist utopia without a violent takeover, which means a violent revolution that Karl Marx said that you have to take. So those three forces are actually in our mainstream politics. They exist. For example, Mamdani openly says that he is a democratic socialist, meaning he's telling you, I'm a Democrat. I'm not going to get into a violent takeover. I'm not going to encourage a violent revolution, but I am working towards a socialist utopia. Eventually, we will abolish the exploitative capitalism. So, as I said, we thought that we were done with communism. Maybe we're not. So the next few years are going to be very interesting. And if we think that this is the only face of the left, where we see these loony, colored hair, nose ring wearing refugees are welcome people, no. But this left is going to turn into a much bigger and ferocious animal. Anyway, let me wrap up with, look at this. All right, I'll just end up with another funny video. Look at that. Look at them. What have they got against taking showers?
Fuck off, Nazis! Fuck off, Nazis!
What makes you so angry in life?
Fuck off, Nazis!
Literally.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Is that a girl? Why does she have a man's voice? Look, these days you never know, especially with this mob. You never know who's who. Sorry, I don't mean to misgender you or mispronoun you. I just can't tell. You should get it tattooed across your forehead that my pronouns are they, them, or Zazi, or whatever.
Am I the Nazi?
Fuck off, Nazis!
Am I the Nazi?
Fuck off!
This one thought, oh, my friend looks completely retarded, so I better join in to, soften the blow.
Nazis!
You seem to need help.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Do they support you at your school?
Fuck off, Nazis! Fuck off, Nazis!
Is it funny, though? Is it really funny, or it's really sad? I've been thinking that this is our next generation. But it's actually, you know what? They're not that many. I think we probably saw the zoomed out picture of this protest. This is the Parliament building on Spring Street in Melbourne. Not a really big area. Like, you can pack in about, 200 or 300 people, and it looks pretty big. But that's about it.
Tell me when you get it out of your system.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Take your white privilege.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Do you like Daniel?
Fuck off, Nazis!
I think these guys here just for fun. They just came here to watch because, they don't want to go to school. But they're just like, I reckon they are feeling embarrassment. They are feeling secondhand embarrassment for those girls or girls/boys. I don't know what they are.
I feel like we can get a song going.
Go to school, bro.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Go to school.
We love Albanese.
Nazis!
There we go.
That shit.
Called Albanese a Nazi.
Fuck off, Nazis!
Well, even Anthony Albanese is a Nazi. Oh, my goodness.
You guys sound racist, bro. You guys sound racist.
Fuck off, Nazis! Fuck off, Nazis!
Oh, my God.
What do you think about the green?
Fuck off, Nazis! Fuck off, Nazis!
What do you think about the green?
Fuck off, Nazis! Fuck off, Nazis!
I tend to agree with her on that one.
The Greens are Nazis too, apparently. Jesus Christ. This is, what's this? Well, Jewish people have their woke left too, you know. Michiganders today getting to feel how New Yorkers felt after last year's primary. So basically, they're feeling good about Abdul al-Said's victory, self-annihilation. So Pauline was watching all this circus, so she has responded. Have a look at this. She's saying schools should teach young Australians how to think, not what to think, i.e., let's be Leninist Marxists. If you want to protest something, protest why your parents' wages are going backwards and the cost of everything is going up. The Labour Greens government is selling out your future and you'll inherit a weaker, poorer, and less safe country. Whether you know it or not, One Nation and I are fighting for you. That is true. I couldn't agree more. I have faith in humanity. I always believe that our society is shaped by competing narratives, and in the end, only the most viable, successful narrative wins. But what do I know? Because communists did win in bringing about a communist revolution many times. Good ideas may eventually win, but they don't win without a lot of people getting caught up in the midst of those bad ideas making progress. If history is anything to go by, it's always these ones, the foot soldiers of revolution. They're the first ones who end up in the gulags.